Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the ground, it's Baker. Just steamrolling the defense.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for room at the 25. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Nittany Lions getting set on first and 10. Got a man. It's held.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Leaves it with the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Oh, they're after him. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Baker. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got a man. It's Rousseau. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds his target down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's Baker. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. That's reeled in. It's Rousseau. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. On the option. Slithers into space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now on the move.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Rousseau. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, You knock them out of field goal range.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Got it behind the line. It's Baker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride of the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gets it out fast. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Already find a hole in that secondary. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important. Guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Baker. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Kick is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off play action. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made. Will take the penalty. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. He cannot get there, it'll be fourth down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down. Buying some time. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Just keep slinging it. Puts it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught close to the marker. It's held. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and Listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's held. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Rousseau. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. The snap sets up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the backfield, he's open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Central Michigan just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory, and that's really the standard there in Mount Pleasant. They'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath, and they're able to get him down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
1st and goal, Nittany Lions.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They want to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.